hair does not grow your hair. Let me say it again. Trimming your hair does not grow your hair. Let me say it one more time. That was for the people in the back. Let me say it one more time for the people in the overflow. Trimming your hair does not grow your hair. So let's get into it. I want to point this out because some people think, and I don't know, I've heard some people think like, yeah, trimming it makes it grow. Or trimming it, sometimes some people think stop their hair from growing. And that's not true. That's a myth. Trimming your hair, honestly, it gets rid of those bad ends and it helps retain your length. So if you are taking care of your hair, you will notice that when it's time to trim, that you're not going to leave a lot trimmed off. So when it comes to our hair, the ends is the oldest and the most fragile part. And you might ask, why is this? This is because that hair has been on your head for a long time. Meaning that hair went from your scalp and your hair done grew all the way out and now it's at the end. So it's kind of like an elderly person. Okay, it's kind of like an older person. Like, think about your grandma. You got to be delicate with your grandma if you blessed to still have grandparents living, or if you blessed to have great grandparents living. You that elderly parent or that elderly grandparent, they need extra care. You got to be. They're very fragile, so you can't just take. My grandma lived till she was 103 and still in her right mind and walking. She did have an assistance of a walker, but it's like you can't take 100-year-old. Hey, Dr. Royanista, thank you for being in the chat. You cannot. Shouts out to all the Smilez Tribe members too. You cannot take an elderly person and think you about to go run 100-meter. I don't know, race. Now, probably back in the Bible days, they could do that. Back in the Bible days, they lived to about, especially if you read the book of Genesis, they lived to they were about 800, 900 years old. So probably in the Bible days when there was 100, they probably could still run because, the food was better, the environment was better, everything was fresh. But now you can't do that. So you have to be very fragile with an elderly person. And I said that as an example because think about your hair. That's the oldest part of your hair. So you have to make sure you're nourishing the oldest part of your hair and taking care of it. And so that's why, if you're not taking care of it, you'll tend to get split ends. And if y'all have questions, y'all can put them in the chat. When I get to the next stoplight, I'll answer it. I'm actually on the way to work right now. So my client, she came yesterday. She's been coming to me faithfully. I want to say since the end of last year. I want to say she started coming to me maybe the fall of last year, but I was commending her on her consistency and her taking care of her hair. Now, yes, even though she's been coming to me every 2 to 3 weeks, again, she is still with her hair more than me. I do appreciate, when people say, no, girl, it's all because of you. You help get my hair together. Yeah, that's true. But also in the same way, you come to me as a checkup, but you should be doing what you need to be doing at home because I've had clients come and I would trim their hair and then I'll see their hair like a month from now or 2 months and the ends look raggedy. And I'm like, your ends should not look that raggedy that quick. You should not be needing to trim this quick. So something is going on. So anyway, I'm not the type of stylist that's going to just be trimming just to be trimming if you don't need it. But yesterday when she came, she had booked for a trim, but she had been taking care of her hair so good that she literally just need a dusting. And what I mean by a dusting, like it was very, very minimum. And see, that's how we get to hair growth. The trimming is not what growed it. The trimming, if anything, it just helped retain that length that you already have, okay? Because when you don't trim when you're supposed to and you keep letting your ends split, what happens is, and let me go ahead and put this on. I'm about to put this on subscribers. Okay. Okay. So, okay, I'm about to get to a light. I'm about to show y'all an example with my hands. I show this example all the time because some of y'all might be visual learners and this might make sense. So I'm coming to a stop right about now. This is your hair shaft, right? So when it starts to split, you see how my hands are separating? So you need to go ahead and get it trimmed when it's right there. Some people wait till it's splitting all the way up to the hair shaft. Now my fingernails is your scalp, and it's split all the way up there. And a lot of people be like, "Oh, my hair ain't growing," and it is growing. But as soon as the hair is coming in, hey, Coach Sheena, thank you for being here. As soon as your hair is growing in, it's splitting. So that's why it's so important why I use this visual. When your hair starts splitting like that, go ahead and get it trimmed before it split all the way up the hair shaft. And then it's like, as soon as your hair is coming in, it's breaking off. So your hair is growing. It is growing. Okay, be encouraged. Your hair is growing, but you just have to learn how to retain it. And so taking care of those ends is going to be vital. So how can you take care of your ends? Okay, so we can retain this length. Thank you. Let me pin that comment. Thank you, Coach Sheena, doing the Lord's work this morning, because I know you busy. May God be with you. Um, so how do you take care of your ends? So number one, what we want to do to take care of our ends is we don't want to be too rough with our hair, okay? We don't want to over manipulate our hair. So that might mean putting styles in your hair where you don't have to over manipulate it every day, okay? Now, my hair is out. My curls are out this week. I don't have my two-strand twist in, but each morning when I get up, even though my hair is in this little curly afro state, um, I take some oil and I just pat my little afro. Okay, I pat my little afro. I do some oil, or I got like a hair moisturizer. I'll take my little hair moisturizer and just pat my little afro. Just kind of just get into the ends. And so yeah, that's one thing you can do. So, or you can put your hair in a style where your ends are protected. Now, hold on before we go into the ends are protected. Before we go into a I'm going to use this visual from now on. My client, yes, yes, I think strand by strand is a hairstylist too. But yeah, I always use my little hands and I do this to split it up because it's a good visual. Now let me get on before we get on to protective styles, because some people be like, protective styles make my hair grow. If anything, those protective styles is helping you retain your length. But let me back up and say this. Um, if your hair is already raggedy before you go into that protective style, it's not helping your hair grow. I'm sorry, it's not. Like if your ends are already split and if your hair is already damaged and you did not get a good trim and you slapping in this weave, you slapping in a wig, I don't know why I gotta say slap, but I'm just saying, you slapping in box braids and you have not taken care of your hair, it's not going to grow. And so you think your hair is growing because you got them split ends and you don't want to let go of that length. So you think your hair is long, you think you like doing something, but I'm sorry to tell you, sis, you really ain't doing nothing. And I'm gonna just be honest with you. I'm not about to sit here and lie to you. And I don't lie to my clients. I just tell them the truth, even though it hurts. Okay, so I'm just sorry. I'm just that type. I'm tell you out of love. It's tough love, but I'm just telling you, if you do not take care of that hair before you go into that protective style, it's going to be worse when you come out. Because if you're using like synthetic hair, which we already know Synthetic hair can be drying. Y'all already know my stance on synthetic hair. Y'all grown, do what you want to do with the synthetic hair. But if your hair is already crispy, crackety, dry, now go ahead and go. Sorry, y'all. I'm going to work and people acting slow. People acting slow with the Toyota Sienna or whatever it's called. People acting slow. But if your hair is already raggedy and crispity crackety before you put in protective style, and that synthetic hair is so drying to the hair. It's so drying. So if you already haven't got your hair trimmed and you put in this synthetic hair, it's going to dry out even more. If you put in protective styles and you have not been doing good with keeping your hair moisturized, which meaning you're not on a good shampoo regimen, which means you're not on a good treatment regimen. If you need a treatment or shampoo regimen, you can go ahead and get my hair care guide right there. I just pinned it. $4.99. Go ahead and get the guide. But you not on a good trim regimen, you're actually going to make it worse. And I stole this from Jamila. It's not a protective style now, it's a destructive style. Because you're doing more harm than helping your hair. And I seen this evident with a client because like she was getting the crochet, but her hair was so dry, and so looping that dry synthetic hair around her cornrows, and you know how you loop the synthetic hair through the cornrow and you tie the knot, that wasn't doing nothing but breaking her hair down. Because some people be like, well, I want to get crochets because it's not as much tension. But honestly, if your hair is already crispy, crackety, dry, the crochets is still not going to help if your hair is unhealthy. And that's why I always say, like, when it comes to these protective styles, and a lot of people don't like to hear this, but honestly, if especially if you someone and you already dealing with like compromised hair, and your hair is like very unhealthy, I always recommend however long you have it in is how long you need to have it out. And that's gonna change the trajectory of your hair care game. That's bars right there. Y'all don't want to hear that because see some of y'all be keeping in these braids for 2 and 3 months. And then when I said, oh, okay, so you kept them braids in 2 or 3 months, where you at your hair for 2 or 3 months? Lisa, Lisa, nothing. I'm trying to help you out. I should not care about your edges more than you. And I'm gonna stop caring about y'all edges more than you. If you don't want no edges, that's on you. All I'm gonna do is give you my professional advice. Y'all, it's a lot of traffic. Okay, they're doing some construction. Boy, I'm telling you, they've been doing construction on this road since I started living in Raleigh. I started living in Raleigh back in 2010. And y'all been doing construction on this road. It's 2025. 2025. Yes, I have been in South for 10 years and I've never seen a visual like that. Oh, you're welcome. But see, that's why it's good to you always learning. You always learning. It don't matter how long you're doing hair, you always learning something. But yeah, so like I lost my train of thought. Oh, what was I about to say? Now I'm about to be late and I left the house early. Well, maybe I ain't gonna be late. I'm not far from work. But I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Oh yeah, about the protective styles. Like you gotta make sure you're taking care of it, and you get in what you need to get done before you go into protective styles because it becomes destructive. So if you want to grow your hair and you watching this and you're like, okay, Lisa, well you said, oh, I need to back up. Okay, I know I'm all over the place. I ain't got no note card, so y'all just flow with me in the spirit. Okay, just flow. All right. So how do you take care of your ends? Okay, you want to make sure that you're not being too rough with it. So like doing too much of the protective styles that's damaging if you're not taking care of it. Another way you're gonna take care of your ends is you can do a deep conditioning treatment. So I always say on my channel, shampoo is for the scalp, conditioner is for your actual hair strands. So if trying to really nourish your ends, when you put that conditioner on your hair, really focus the conditioner on the ends. I mean, you still can work it up to the mid shaft, but really make sure that conditioner is on those ends, okay? So you can do your conditioning treatment, and then another thing you can do is making sure you're keeping up with your trims. Don't wait. It's better to get it when you only need a dusting, because that's when you can start seeing the growth. Um, and then also keeping your ends moisturized, okay? Keeping them moisturized so you can put some oil on them. You can put I even recommend some of my clients put that's dealing with some thinning. I sell the growth, it's a growth cream. So I was telling them the growth cream you can actually put on your scalp and the ends of your hair. So sometimes like in the winter, like when it's colder and drier outside and you might want something thicker, you can put the growth cream on the ends, or you can just do a light oil. You can do a leave-in conditioner or something like that. It's something just to keep moisturized, because like if the more and more your hair is moisturized and they have a good, not only moisturized, but a moisture and protein balance, is the less likely that your hair is gonna break off. Okay, you can't just overdo one. Some people, they just overdo it, and that's why their hair break off too. Like they overdo it with the moisture, like, and their hair gets really mushy. That's why too much of one thing, it can be a bad thing. So if you have over moisturized your hair and it feels mushy, you need a protein treatment. You need something to balance it out. And then some people, they overdo it with the protein treatment. And if you overdo it with the protein treatment, yes, the protein treatment makes your hair nice and strong, but it can dry it out and then it's gonna break off. So that's why you gotta have a good balance. And then you like, and if you're watching this and you like, Lisa, I don't know how often I should be doing this or that. I don't know what's the perfect balance. Get the hair care guide. Get the hair care guide, and you can download it, and then you can see what you need to be doing. Okay, you can see the balance you need to be doing. So that's the thing. The trimming does not grow your hair, but it does help retain that length. It just helps, stop that splitting up that hair shaft, so we really can see your growth. And so now I was really proud of my client yesterday, because I said now you get to the point now where we can really see that growth. Now we can really see that flourish. It's kind of like I'm trying to give a good example. Like it's kind of like keeping your grass cut, like in your yard, or if you had an apartment complex, it's like they keep the grass cut, so we really can see the beauty of the house. So we really can see the beauty of your apartment. It's the same thing. If you keep your ends trimmed, we really can see the beauty of your hair and see how it's flourishing. But no, trimming doesn't grow your hair. But what does grow your hair is having a healthy lifestyle, having an active lifestyle. And then another thing my client been doing too, that I told her that's probably aiding in her hair growth, is she said she been on top of doing her vitamins. Okay, that was number one. She's been more active. Okay, she's a single mom and them kids been running her. You hear me? She's like, Lisa, I'm more active now because these kids, they got track and stuff. So instead of sitting in the car, I be walking. I said, that's good. It's probably why your hair growing. People don't realize too. And I told her this. I said, have you been on like scalp massages and stuff? She said, no, not really. I just been keeping my ends moisturized and being more active. And I said, even with you walking around the track while your kids is at practice, you're stimulating your scalp that way. Because some people just think, oh, it's only scalp massages. But if you're walking and you're getting a workout in, that's scalp stimulation, because your blood is flowing. Okay, your blood is rushing. What I tell you on my channel, when that blood get the flow in, okay, it's gonna help with those hair follicles. It's gonna help your hair grow. And if you wanna double down on that, if you eating right, okay, if you're getting your vitamins in and you have a good balanced diet, so when you actually exercise and get your blood flow, when that blood get to flowing and pumping through your body, if you got good nutrients in your body, that's flowing through your blood. And when that good stuff is flowing through your blood, that's gonna promote hair growth. I tell y'all, when it comes to hair growth, it's not just just use this hair growth oil. Stop letting people lie to y'all and say oil does not grow your hair too. Let's go ahead and put it out there. Yes, I have the refreshing spray, but that you can use that. Okay, I'm gonna plug my product now. You can use that, but don't just think you can just use an oil and grow your hair. Do not. You can't just use an oil on your hair and then you got a raggedy lifestyle, meaning you don't drink water, you don't take care of your body. Okay, you're not eating healthy. And when I say eating healthy, I'm not like a health freak or anything like that. Y'all, I eat healthy probably about 80%. Cause y'all know me, I love a little chicken wine. I love a chicken wine and I love ice cream. But I'm being more mindful with my diet because I know I can't have all that all the time. But I'm just saying, like, every day, do something healthy for your body. Even if you can't work out today, like, you like, okay, Lisa, I don't have time to work out. So if you know you can't work out today, just be more mindful what you put in your body. Now, just because you work out, that don't mean you just eat whatever, because it don't work that way. But you probably can splurge a little bit. Like if you're like, okay, I can have one cookie today because I did get a little walk in, just one. Don't overdo it, just one. Now, I ain't no healthcare professional, but I'm a hair care professional, so I know some of these things work. Dang, I'm about to get to work right at 10 o'clock. I hate when I get to work right at 10 o'clock when my client come, but that was traffic. But I don't think she texts me. Okay. But yeah, that's why I just want to get in and pop in on y'all. I got a busy day today with my clients. So I said, let me go ahead and just pop on right quick on my way to work and go ahead and give y'all a little bit of tips. And my clients, they are my content. I'm always learning something just from or just more insight that can just help the other people out and let y'all know what my clients are doing. So what has got my latest client hair growing, having an active lifestyle, taking her vitamins and keeping her ends moisturized, okay, along with coming to the salon. And that's the thing, she don't really do nothing to her hair. Like she do not like doing her hair. So yesterday we did 2-strand twists on her hair. She don't hardly do nothing to it. And when I mean hardly nothing to it, like she don't be like combing it and styling it, messing with it. Like she keep her ends moisturized, but when she get a style, she just keep her hair in that style and until she come back. So yeah, that's another thing too. So I want to thank y'all for watching this video. Thank y'all for watching this live. If you're watching this live and any of this information like resonated with you or anything, you can double tap the screen. But if you just watch on the replay, just like the video or either share it if the Lord leads you. Subscribe to the channel. We'll have more, content like this and more. And then also, if you want more insight, like on your hair, I do have a membership. It's like I think it's like $2.99, $3.99 to $2.99. You can sign up for Lisa Smilez membership if you just want to support the channel on a different level. It's up to you. But if not, you can always just watch my videos for free. The membership is just more in depth. I get to know y'all a little bit more, connect with my community a little bit more, give you more one-on-one help versus just giving information for the masses. That's just all it is, okay? So I hope y'all have a beautiful day. I'm praying that everything goes well with y'all today. And I will see y'all in another video. Bye.